What's up, everyone? This is El Destroyer 229, and welcome back to Let's Play Persona 5. Last time, we went through exams. Yay! Still, after getting through exams, things seem to be relatively unchanged from when Shido confessed. People just seem to be more and more just down in the dumps and are all doom and gloom. And things really haven't gotten any better. We did hear from Sei that she might have something, and maybe that will get people out of this funk, but well, we can only hope. Well, at least we have some people who still believe in us, even if they are kids. But still, sometimes kids can see the obvious when adults can't. In this episode, there's not really a whole lot left for us to do. I think I already had Kawakami start cleaning the stuff that we got from Tanaka. But in terms of what we're going to be doing tonight, well, there's not really a whole lot to do. We've already done pretty much everything we can. So, unless we want to maybe work at one of our old jobs, there's not really a whole lot for us to accomplish. I'm actually not entirely sure. I mean, a little bit of money wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing, I guess, but I don't want to just get thrown into like a mini-game like event. So instead, I'm just gonna head on into LeBlanc and do some more training. Or maybe I can make some more coffee. Ooh. You know, maybe instead of some coffee, well, first, before we do anything, we've got to get some people out of LeBlanc. Well, at least we're not the only ones who are thinking that it's weird. Although it seems like the young are more likely to still believe in the Phantom Thieves than older people. But even in school, people were being super nihilistic and denying the Phantom Thieves even existed. So, who knows? Anyway, there's not really a whole lot for us to do, so curry time! Wait, what? Oh, seriously? I didn't realize you could only make curry on certain days. Dang it. Okay, I guess coffee then, unless we're barred from doing that too.
Hey.
No, we can still make some coffee. Alright then, we'll just do that.
Yo.
So we get another master coffee. Not that we really need it. We've got a ton of SP recovery items. We really don't need this many, but meh, doesn't hurt.
Let me explain.
So, even more coffee trivia. I mean, I suppose that is just one benefit of making coffee. So, hooray for more random pieces of trivia! Cool! Hmm? Aw, thanks, boss.
Well then.
I've never had boss compliment me like that. Every time he has my coffee, he always says like the profile is bland. It's like you should do some more practice. I've never seen him actually compliment like that. Oh, that's interesting. I wonder if that's just a random chance of that happening. I mean, I doubt that. I feel like it has to be like this late that he'll actually compliment you. But I've never seen that happen before. And then our armors. What do we get? We get a Karna robe plus and a soul vest plus. Interesting. Gonna take a look at those later. Oh. Why?
I'm a sharpshooter at Ghost Masquerade, hiding both face and mind, all free for you to draw. I'm a sharpshooter. What else should I be? Please don't take off my mask, revealing dark.
I mean, he's got a point. I mean, we've been wondering about that all week. While they're still talking about Shido's victory.
There, they announced the poor health of their leader, Masayoshi Shido. As such, the special diet session was postponed, along with Shido's inauguration as Prime Minister.
Postponed?
They should be firing him!
And wait, poor health? This is completely different from what my sister told us.
I heard he barely slept during the election campaign. I don't blame him.
He's not going to step down now, is he? Will this country be fine without Shido?
How can people still believe in him?
What the heck? The Phantom Thieves are being treated like, well, like they never existed. Goodness. No link among the change of heart incidents. Only coincidental psychiatric disorders.
the Phantom Thieves only use those rumors to their advantage.
This is preposterous. Who would believe such things?
But the person saying this is a famous researcher. And even the Ministry is saying that's how they determined the situation too.
That's their cover story?
When's Shido gonna make a comeback?
Honestly, I don't think anyone else but Shido can handle times like these.
What's going on? No matter how you look at it, this isn't normal. Yeah, it's as if the people in reality have become distorted. What's happening here worries me. But the only thing we can do right now is wait and see what happens.
What do you mean I can't question him at this point?
Mr. Shido is in an extremely unstable state. I can't allow you to get in contact with him. He may officially have to undergo a psychiatric evaluation at this rate.
We are at the cusp of making a case. Do you know how much trouble we've gone through to get this far?
I'm just doing my job as a doctor.
Even if Shido was behind it, do you plan on convicting a central figure behind such a historical change?
What? Don't be ridiculous. This is a country governed by law. You still want to protect him even though you know what happened to the man previously at your post.
So, you plan on taking the head of the nation to court? You need to take a break, Nijima. I'm taking you off this case, especially since it's rumored you have ties to the Phantom Thieves.
What?
If I recall correctly, you still aren't married, are you? You'll be on leave for a long time. Why not look for a husband while you're at it?
The assembly of Shido's case is in danger?
We know he doesn't need a psychiatric evaluation!
His lackeys must have pressured the others around him. It means there's far more people who'd be in trouble if the truth came out than we imagined.
Isn't there anything we can do?
Sis said that the assembly for a case may be possible if the general public wants Shido accountable. But even that chance has been destroyed with the manipulation of the mass media. They made it clear that the argument itself was a cult, even claiming that it never happened.
As a result, the Phantom Thieves are still labeled as criminals, even after all that's happened.
It's a storm of criticisms online, too. People are saying to catch the remnants and execute them.
This is crazy.
At any rate, let's wait for my sister. She should be arriving here soon.
Everyone's being tricked so easily. Why the hell did we risk our lives then?
If Shido isn't judged by the law, everything we've done will be treated as if it never happened.
Moving the entire country however they wish by controlling people's cognition? This is no different than being inside a palace.
I'm sorry. I gathered the best of the best and fought for a case. But as Makoto must have told you, it was denied. At this rate, it won't end with just Shido's innocence. This trend will continue spiraling down. There's even the possibility that crimes using the metaverse will advance onto a national scale.
Seriously?
But that's not what I'm here to tell you. We're in danger because we know the truth. It's only a matter of time before we're apprehended. It wouldn't be odd if they were to charge in now.
This makes no effing sense!
Sis.
There's nothing more I can do with my resources. That's why I want to ask for your help. I wondered if there was any way you could do something one last time. I know that I'm in no position to ask this of you.
That doesn't matter to us. So, what are we gonna do? Should we change the hearts of all Shido's followers?
Even if Futaba were to research all of them, it'd take time. There's too little information.
We can only target individuals. Are we no match against the national power?
Mementos.
What about Mementos?
If we use Mementos, we might be able to do something.
There's something we can do there?
Like I told you before, Mementos is the palace of the general public. It's the source of all distortions, and is maintained by the people's collective unconsciousness. Wait, do you mean that there's a treasure even in Mementos? And if we go after that... The collapse of Mementos should affect the public as a whole. The state of society would change too. If everyone's hearts grow to hold Shido responsible for his actions, things might start going our way.
That's a bold plan, but an interesting one.
Sounds good to me.
But if we're gonna do this, there's one thing you all need to realize.
And what's that?
To begin with, why does something like the human cognition exist as another substantial world? The reason for that is most likely sleeping within Mementos. We'll be destroying that, you know.
I don't see where you're going with this.
The human cognition will lose substance, so you can't sneak into people's palaces anymore. So if other criminals appear, you won't be able to steal their treasure and change their hearts. It means the Phantom Thieves will be going out of business.
What?
We'll have to discard this way of life.
I think we need to do this. I mean, we're the group who's reforming society, right?
What do you think? As our leader. You'll lose your powers if Mementos is erased. Will you still do it?
Do we have a choice? I mean, we don't have any other options. The only other way would take way too much time and involve going into way too many palaces. Even if it means we lose access to the metaverse. Even if we cease to be Phantom Thieves. We have to do this. Consequences be damned. We have to get people to change. Count me in.
I see. All right. It seems there are no objections.
Did you come up with a plan?
Whether it succeeds or not is another story, though.
Miss Prosecutor, looks like this is gonna be our last job.
Last job?
We're erasing the metaverse.
Once we accomplish our duty, we entrust the world to respectful adults. That is our condition for accepting this job.
This is a deal, then. That's certainly a heavy condition. But very well, I accept. I swear to make Masayoshi Shido stand and be tried in the court of law. Besides, my pride won't allow me to be continually saved by you all without doing anything in return.
We'll be counting on you.
Looks like it's decided then.
You're the leader, and this is officially our last mission. Come on, say something.
Let's fix this country.
We already
already said that before, though.
That's fine. We're doing it for real this time, after all.
We don't have much time, right? We should carry this out tomorrow. I'm counting on you guys. No matter what happens, you better see it through.
Well then.
Well, I suppose that makes sense. A manipulation of information, even among other people within high positions of power. They're the ones that are saying that the Phantom Thieves never existed, that we're just a bunch of individuals that used coincidence to further our own needs. We can't just take down every single person within Shido's inner circle. That would take way too long, and we don't have time. It could just be a matter of days before they come to arrest us. And for those people who think the Phantom Thieves exist, most of them want them dead. So we've got to do this. We need to steal the treasure of Mementos. By doing that, hopefully we'll cause a change in cognition within the general populace. And then they will hold Shido accountable. Well, we better get a move on then. Before we get going, though, let's see. We got the Karna Rope Plus, which is pretty good. It's reduced physical damage medium, plus a lot better defensive. And then just 40 HP still with the Soul Vest. I mean, we already had the Soul Vest Plus. I'll give the Karna Robe to Ryuji. Let's see. I suppose I can give Haru the Soul Vest, and I can give Makoto a Soul Vest as well. And then On can have the Houghton Robe. And from there, I think we're good. Alright, well, that taken care of. That's right, tomorrow's Christmas Eve. Hell of a Christmas, then. Still, if we actually want to see to Christmas, we have to do this.
Hey!
Let's get some shut-eye and head into Mementos.
Hey. Actually, never mind. You must be tired.
Morgana, just say it.
Honestly, you're amazing. There's definitely something special about you. You dodge everything the enemies throw at you like it's your destiny. At first, I just thought you were going to be a useful tool for me. But now this is where I belong.
I know you've been kind of looking for your place, Morgana, but if you truly think this is where you belong, then stay.
Aren't you only going to be here for a year?
I mean, you could always go with me.
Still, it makes me happy to hear that. It's not like me to say all that embarrassing stuff. But still, I think it's fine. For tonight, at least.
I'm glad that I have your trust. Because you've always had mine.
I am thou, thou art I. Thou hast turned a vow into a blood oath. Thy bond shall become the wings of rebellion and break the yoke of thy heart. Thou hast awakened to the ultimate secret of the magician, granting thee infinite power.
With this, we have now maxed out the Morgana Confidant. That of the Magician Arcana. So, our final ability with Morgana, just like all of our other party members, is a Second Awakening. Morgana has come a long way, from simply viewing us as pawns to being our closest ally. Alright, we've come a long way, and come hell or high water, we've got a job to do. To steal the treasure of Mementos. And, alright, for finishing the Morgana Confidant, we can now fuse Futsunushi, the most powerful persona of the Magician Arcana.
Power burns within me.
Alright. Morgana's persona, Zoro, has transformed into Mercutius. And like all of our other advanced personas, he gets Evade Electric, which would have been really good in so many other circumstances. The problem is, what exactly would I want to give up for that? Because while that is a good skill, I'm not entirely sure what I'd want to get rid of. Possibly Masakunda. Or even possibly regular Diarahan? Miracle Punch still has its uses. The wind spells and everything else still have their uses. I'm not entirely sure. I'm half tempted just to not learn that, because Masakunda has its own benefit. You know, I've gone this long. I think we'll be fine if we don't actually learn it. It's a shame, but everything else that Morgana has is super helpful, and I don't want to get rid of it.
We should rest in preparation for tomorrow.
You said it. Good night, Morgana.
He's repelled such an ordeal, and this guy's still not being rewarded for it? If gods really do exist, they're being too hard on him. That was a fruitless delight, inmate. We gave you words of praise, but we take them all back.
What did I do?
The source of what was hindering your rehabilitation. To think it would be the ignorant masses to which you tried to prove your integrity. Did they themselves not show elation for those who are unseen? Despite all that, they now say you do not exist. They toyed with you, yet none take responsibility. The distortion of man's world is endlessly deep. Fixing it may now be impossible, even with the appearance of a trickster.
Master?
It seems this is the limit of humanity.
Whoa, hold on a second. Igor, what are you saying?
The time of ruin is nigh.
What?
One due to the distortion of man's own heart, from which none can escape.
So it wasn't Shido that was the cause of that? No. No, Igor must be wrong. We can still stop this. We can. Right? Let's do this.
Good morning.
Oh, morning, Makoto. I mean, I'd like to think so, but truth be told, I don't know.
You're right.
See you then. Oh, that was fast. Where did I go? Do-do-do-do-do-do. Hey, hey! Even when all is doom and gloom, I'm still the top of the class. Well, that's still reassuring, even if it does nothing but boost my own ego.
Hey, check out the nav.
Huh?
The door to the depths of Mementos has been opened. Wait, does that mean...
We're really gonna do this, right?
Of course.
Why are you asking now?
Well, I just thought What am I gonna do if you guys freak out and bail on me? We're going to erase Mementos, aren't we? Come on, let's go, you guys.
Mona sure seems hyped up.
Say, isn't Mona-chan behaving a little odd?
You know, you're right.
Yeah. I shouldn't have brought that up. Shall we get going?
Well, here we are. Out to get to the depths of Mementos. Now, I suppose there's one of two ways in which I could do this. I could either go through the entirety of Mementos, or we can just head back up and fast travel. Because there's nothing really stopping us from just, you know, jumping all the way down to where we were at before. So let's head towards the end of the Sararu path. Because otherwise we will be here all day. And while I'm at it, I am going to go ahead, change up my party, switch out Queen for Noir. Actually, switch out Mona for Queen. We'll do that. And if what that message on the nav says is true, Fox is right. Doesn't really matter how glamorous or lack thereof the entrance is. All that matters is that we reach where the treasure is. That is our only goal.
For real?
All moving towards that cocoon.
Don't tell me.
Right, because of course that would be too easy. Anyway, welcome to the final block of Mementos, Iwalith, which consists of this one floor where all of the trains within Mementos all lead to. All to that one singular wall. The wall that leads to the depths of Mementos itself.
Damn it.
Hmm? Wait! No. But...
Alright. So welcome to the depths of Mementos. An area that lies at the heart of the collective unconscious. The heart of everyone's palace. Leading down ever further to whatever mess that may be. A mess where people's own shadows choose to venture deeper in, to be imprisoned in what looks like cages that all connect down to whatever is at the bottom. Well, we've made it at least. Or at the very least, we've only just begun. Now, the interesting thing is that even though Morgana said that, you know, or actually no, it was Oracle who said it was one way, we can't actually head back in. This isn't necessarily the point of no return. There will be a point of no return at some point, but we aren't exactly there yet. So we can head back into the regular areas of Mementos if we so desired. And we can even head on back to some shops if we really wanted to. But as we start here, we can see that both Caroline and Justine are right here.
What?
Of course I do. I've worked this hard to prevent ruin, to save the lives of those that I care about. I'm not gonna give up now, just when everything looks so bleak. So, this is actually very interesting. Whenever you encounter Caroline, she will fully restore your HP and SP.
What was that?
Aw, she's blushing. So yes, we can come to Caroline whenever we are injured in order to fully restore ourselves. This way we don't have to waste items. And it's actually really nice because the game has not had any sort of way for you to fully recover your HP or SP. You either have to use items or you have to use Oracle's ability, which is just partial HP recovery. However, upon entering Mementos today, you cannot leave. This is, for all intents and purposes, the last day. There's no more time for confidants, no more time for jobs, no more time for school. Right now, our one and only objective is to reach the depths of Mementos as fast as possible. And while we may have reached the outer portion of the depths, as we've seen before, there's much more to go. But that'll have to wait until next time. So, next time on Let's Play Persona 5. We'll start things off by trying to sell a few extra items and getting a little bit extra cash for the road. We're just shy of 4 million yen, and I do have a lot of items that I don't necessarily need. So it might be in my best interest to just go and sell some excess items. That way I'm not worrying about having enough money in order to finish off fusing all of the different personas. Because that is another objective that I want to do, is to fill out the rest of the compendium. But I'm gonna need a good amount of money, and I figured 5 million yen would probably be enough. So, we'll start off within EY's shop, sell a few things. At least I'm pretty sure we can start off. I remember reading somewhere that we can still head on over to EY and to Kemi as well. We can still head on over to their shops for the time being. But you don't have access to them forever. So I would like to do that now while we still have an opportunity to do it. Afterwards, we begin our trek through Mementos depths. Until next time, everyone, take care.